This is the Squarespace Shop connector. It's a companion add-on for Shop Connector Manager, and it teaches your CS-Cart store how to read your Squarespace catalog. Install the manager once, add this connector, and Squarespace appears as a shop type you can connect. From there, your Squarespace products flow into CS-Cart. Their details, their variants, their images, and their stock all brought across for you. First, though, Squarespace needs to let us in. So let's start there. Squarespace authenticates with an API key which you create inside your Squarespace site. Open Settings, then Developer Tools, and choose Developer API Keys. Click Generate Key. Give the key a name you'll recognize like CS-Cart. Then set its permissions. This is the important part. The connector reads your catalog, your stock, and your orders, so grant products with read and write, along with inventory and orders. Squarespace then shows you the key, and this is the only time it will, so copy it straight away and keep it somewhere safe. Notice the summary it shows you, confirming exactly what this key can reach. Products, inventory, and orders. That single key is what you'll paste into CS-Cart. Back in CS-Cart, add the shop. Give it a name, pick the vendor it belongs to, and choose Squarespace as the type. Leave the status active. The store URL is simply your Squarespace site address. Then paste in the API key you just created. The hint here reminds you exactly which permissions that key needs. Products, inventory, and orders with read and write access. Save the shop and reopen it, and now the rest of the setup is ready for you, laid out across the tabs at the top of this page. Settings for how the import behaves. Tags mapping for deciding what comes across. And a cron job tab for keeping it all up to date on a schedule. We'll walk through each of them, and if that key is ever replaced in Squarespace, this general tab is the one place you come back to. Paste the new one, save, and everything else you've set up stays exactly as it was. The Settings tab controls how the import behaves. Product listing chooses between your whole Squarespace catalog and only the products that are visible. Because Squarespace reports plain numbers for weight, you tell the connector which unit those are in. Price lets you mark everything up or down as it arrives. Action for unsync products decides what happens to a CS-Cart product when it disappears from Squarespace. And this grid decides which field Squarespace is allowed to overwrite. So your price and stock can resync, while your own descriptions stay exactly as you wrote them. Now Squarespace doesn't organize its store into a category tree. Instead, it uses tags. So that's what the connector maps. On the left, it lists every product tag it found in your Squarespace store. On the right, you point each tag at a CS-Cart category. So featured, flats, heels, and sandals each land where you want them. And the import switch decides which tags actually come across, so anything you don't map is simply left behind. Because Squarespace doesn't push changes to you, the connector gives you a scheduled sync of its own on this cron job tab. You'll find the exact command to place on your server, and then you choose how often it runs and at what time. Every few hours, once a day, once a week, whatever suits your catalog. Each run rereads Squarespace and brings your products back up to date, honoring the same field rules you set in settings. So price and stock changes made in Squarespace reach CS-Cart on your schedule. You can also import on demand, straight from the shop list. The connector pulls your Squarespace catalog, works through it, and confirms when your products are in. And the same button is there whenever you want to pull the latest catalog again. And here's the result. A Squarespace product, now an ordinary CS-Cart product, sitting in the category you mapped its tag to. Its images came across, and so did its price and its description. Its stock came across too. And where a Squarespace product has options, those become proper CS-Cart variations. So a shopper picks the size right here, exactly as they would on your Squarespace store. Everything on this page came straight across from Squarespace, ready to sell, with nothing typed in by hand. That's the Squarespace Shop connector. Create an API key, paste it into CS-Cart, map your tags once, and let your Squarespace catalog flow straight into your store, on demand or on a schedule. Brought to you by Cart Modules.